Everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. You're in the kitchen with KK. I am loving this time of the year. So here in Florida, it is warming up. So it's beach time, beach hair. And it is liver season, liver gallbladder. It is still the spring season right up to the summer solstice. And the liver is your most important organ to nurture if you want lasting health. This is where pathogens love to congregate. You've got mold, you've got viruses. They love to go to the liver is got a 24/7 job. It is the master contractor in your body. Its job today is more demanding than ever because of the environmental toxins, air, in the water, in the food, the herbicides, the pesticides, even on organic food. We're going to have some residues. The liver is constantly working. If you're taking any pharmaceutical drugs, any over-the-counter drugs, of course, drinking. So the liver does everything. Plus, it creates your immune environment. It works every single night to detox. Your body already knows how to detox, but today it's a term that we have to help the body do. So today's salad is we're going to focus on an amazing salad right out of the liver section of my cookbook, Simple Cooking for Vitality. Bioenergetic cooking is really just taking the food science, the information encased in that food, food is medicine, and how it affects your body. The liver section is my favorite section. Its color code is green, just like the gallbladder. Without a smooth and solid functioning liver, you're going to have stagnant bile, sluggish bile. Your gallbladder is going to pay the price. So many young people are having out their gallbladders today. They have no reason why. No one is explaining. So radishes are going to help with even the bile. We'll talk more about that. But this is a liver care reset, energy reset, and radishes will even protect the lining of your vascular system. So preventing plaque. It is a heart protected food. Fantastic. I love this salad. It is really, really fun. I'm going to put on my apron and we're going to go to work here. And there are no national days for watercress or for radishes. You know, I often pick a national day and I'll do a video around it. So there's no national day for watercress, although it is one of the most ancient superfood powerhouse greens there is. Hippocrates himself used it in his first hospitals thousands of years ago, primarily super high amounts of vitamin C necessary for the liver to perfect its functioning and converting of those toxins into water soluble, also boosting our immune system. It's got loads of folate as well. So watercress is fantastic. It's a little bit peppery. So it's not your sweet greens, and everybody's palate is so jacked up on sweets because we're ranging between 60 and 90 grams of sugar a day, when our body can really only handle about 20 to 30 grams. So you see, the peppery is not often sought after. So we're going to get into this. We're going to create a dressing that's got a little sweet. We're going to be putting in a sweet nut to mix it up. This is the most exciting salad. I just love it. So what else about watercress can I tell you? It is another cruciferous vegetable. When we talk about cancer control, we talk about cruciferous, and that's because the sulforaphane is an active form of those plant compounds, the glucosinolates, and that is cancer preventative, tumor and cancer preventative. We want those in the body, okay? Anything else? I mentioned the vitamin C. Yeah, so radishes, as soon as I buy them, I prep them. You know, we've had our farmers markets here since the beginning of October. They go away in June, so we're just a little bit different growing season here. But every weekend, I always make sure I have radishes. I prep them when I get home. You can utilize the radish greens as well, but so these are perfect snacks. You can put them in a baggie and bring them with you, a little light sea salt, but I always have them ready to go. We're going to use a mandolin to cut them really thin, put in here. I didn't grow up with a mandolin, so you can still slice them thin as well. But radishes, another low caloric food. We don't count calories anymore. That's ancient. That's 70s and 80s type of thinking. You want nutrients for your bodies with powerhouse amounts of those micronutrients, which are your vitamins and your minerals. Okay. So the sulfur compounds in radishes are very powerful. And what we want is things to propel the pathogens. We've got pathogens in our bodies. And they're just going to always be there. So our immune system knows what to do. A healthy immune system is always on the lookout. We need to support that. So it likes to repel pathogens. These are really, really powerful. It has natural plant compounds, radishes do, that protect the liver and stimulate bile production. We need strong amounts of bile in a healthy gallbladder to help us break down fats. It's like your dish soap to help you break down the fats in there so it gets in, and your dish is nice and clean. And the liver is in charge of your lipids, your fats, your fat production. So that's your lipid profile. And you have to look to the liver if your lipids are out of whack. What is really going on? Again, very high in vitamin C. So this salad is going to be loaded with everything the liver likes to help it do its job. Folate, vitamin C, among them, vitamin K, a beta carotene vitamin, that's vitamin A, that's converted from beta carotene. Let me just see if there's anything else. So yeah, so I got that, but really the hard part of this is even, and you know, the heart is the color red. Those red berries are really fantastic, the lycopene in watermelon, but this is red as well. And red is the signal and the color for the heart. So it's a sign that this is made to protect the heart. And the way it does it is through helping the plaque not to build up in your arteries and your vascular system, not to stick to the walls. Obviously, the other way you can do that is making sure you're taking vitamin K2 with your vitamin D, not taking calcium supplements where calcium could go to the wrong place. Little bit of fun, right? So I have mixed arugula. Arugula is a green that most people like. It goes really well with the watercress, especially if you're not too used to it. So now you have some delicious peppery greens right here. Now the nutrient profile, potassium very high, calcium very high, folate. Now when you mix your greens, what you're doing is you're getting a different profile. Like the liver reset smoothie that I have has 4 different greens: kale, spinach, watercress, and dandelion. Dandelion, of course, the #1 green for the liver and of spring. So you can see when you start to mix some of the greens in there, and you can do it at home because you're not tallying up your salads at home. You're thinking about, well, how can I make this more nutrient dense and interesting for me to eat? And 1 second, I'm going to just lower this music. It started getting a little high. So we're back. I love listening to instrumental jazz. It's fantastic. I just got a little bit jazzy there. So we're also putting in radicchio. So radicchio is another kind of peppery flavor. That peppery, by the way, is the signaling of that information from the food. It is the antioxidants. It is those plant compounds. So those are all part of it. Radicchio, just take out the center there. I've already used this here. You don't need an entire one. And I just slice it very slim. This is where, you know, you want to have your knives. I've got a short Santuco here, but you want to have your knives nice and sharp because it is the unsharp knives that cause the problems. So now we're adding some color in here. You see, so color, fantastic way to go. Let's get these on the mandolin. I like to put a little bit of wax paper underneath, and we'll just catch the radishes. Now, this one, I highly recommend this form. You can see what I'm using here, but other clients have used different ones. I like to stack them So you're going to stack them in here. You can cut some of these in half. So now the slices are going to be halves instead of wholes, but you can do your choice. So we're just going to get them all stacked, and then we're going to run this through. Let me cut this one in half. Carrots are a little sticky, a little tricky, but once you do things more often, because excellence is a habit, not a trait. The more you do things, the better you get. Otherwise, you can just use a knife and slice them really thin. But this one allows you to go very slim and just with a little bit of arm action here, you've got some nice, very slim slices. Now, if you're going to be making a cucumber salad, this is something that you want to use as well. This is very easy to clean. Now look at what we have. Here's our bounty. It's all ready to go. We're just going to slide that right on top of the salad. So that's nice and easy. So this is a very simple salad, by the way. If you want to put something else in there, which I do like adding, is slices of red onion. That red onion, so it's going to have more of those protective antioxidants, the sulfur again. Excellent signaling for our liver and the protection there. And so pecans, you've seen me put these in little bags. You can break them up right on the board if you choose to. However, they shoot off the side. So I just give you tips based on things that I've done that work. Very, very simple. This is a little snack bag. And maybe you have something else that crushes them up. We grew up with this glass thing, the old-fashioned one where we used to crack the nuts for the fudge and everything else. So you just want to rough chop these pecans. Well, you can put in whole pecans if you really want to. It's up to you. You're not going to wreck the recipe. But pecans are very high in vitamin B1, that thiamine, copper. It's a sweet nut too. So it's one of the nuts that I recommend when people are trying to get over that sweet craving. You want substitutes that are great. And so it's going to give you a little crunch. And the texture in a salad is really important. This is how watercress is sold. It's water-based. But as you see, over 500 essential nutrients. They're going to show you them all on the back. Fresh, peppery taste. That peppery taste are the antioxidants. Most nutrient-dense food in the world. For sure, it's right up there also with dandelion greens. But you're going to see here, vitamin K, 576% of what you need. But even kale has more. Okay, potassium, very high, over 500 milligrams, I believe. And we need lots of potassium each day, and that's to keep our blood pressure low, the calmness of, and it's the functioning of the heart and the vascular system. And let me see what else is big in here. Vitamin A, I already said that. Potassium, we already said that. 515 milligrams. Manganese, so lots of vitamins and minerals. Those are what our cells need. Our cells are programmed to heal and repair. They already know what to do. They just need the nutrients. So they're super happy. And when your body is satiated with nutrients, you're not starving. It has all the nutrients it needs. You're not overfed yet starving. So you see, that goes into becoming a person that eats and is not hungry all day long. That's being in control of your food. The other way to do that, which I teach, is by becoming fat adapted, utilizing fasting in a way that helps you turn on your fat burning system. We have it naturally. We're going to make a dressing now. And let's get this out of the way. So you can just mix up a little, but I like to make it in my little blender. Now, I'm just going to use a small cup today. You can use a larger if you want to keep it in a glass container. I do love salads, and I got a couple pack options for you. Like if you're going to the work and you want a side salad with something else, you can put it in a smaller one. I pack a lot in here. This is enough for like 2 salads for me. Keeps it nice and fresh. No dressing on it. So it keeps it really fresh for days. And that's what, when you prep, you put it away nice and neat. Okay, so buckwheat honey. Order this from Winter Park Honey. That's where I get mine. It's fantastic. Buckwheat honey, super high in your antioxidants. It's dark. It's not as super sweet, which I really don't care for the regular. This is going to give you powerful nutrients. I put it in my Fire in the Hole product, which you can see. It's on my website. It's a juiced 11 ingredient high immune energy tonic. And what you do want is you want a little mustard in here. I shook this upside down because I'm running out. You know, when you get to the end, you need a couple teaspoons or maybe a tablespoon. It's all over me. How fun. So just make sure you have napkins and stuff close by. We're using some thyme. Normally I would have fresh thyme, but I'm out. I cooked some poultry recipes. Thyme is very high in strong antimicrobial. Perfect. So it's going to help your body to ward off those pathogens. And of course, that's what your stomach does when you have adequate acid as well. And naturally helps control blood pressure. So let's get at least like a half a teaspoon in there. I can kind of eyeball it since I've done it quite a bit, you know, just round it off. I'm going to cut one lemon. I'm going to juice one lemon. One good sized lemon is going to give you between 3 and 4 tablespoons, which is almost a quarter of a cup, which is what you want in here. So let's get this all in. I keep a lot of lemons on hand. They're all stacked up over here. Not only do they look fantastic on your counter with that bright yellow, like my sunflowers, it's the perfect way to enhance your liver when you wake up. It naturally sets the tone in your body to be alkaline. That's what you want. You want to help. An alkaline body does not build disease. So we're getting to the end of the honey too. So let's get in a decent amount. We're okay to have a little bit sweeter dressing here. And that's because we have so much of the bittery in the greens. So about a tablespoon will be fine. First California cold pressed or the Lucini, when it's on sale, get some. You stock up, buy the highest quality olive oil. You don't heat this, you use it in dressings or quickly sauteing. So about an equal amount of oil and lemon. Now we're just going to put the cover on and blend this, and we're done. This is great. This salad is just fantastic. So we're shaking it because the honey, of course, goes to the bottom here. The buckwheat honey is going to make this a little bit darker. Blend it, it's going to help to emulsify it really nicely. How could you increase the nutrients in this dressing? You could add a garlic clove. Yep. So you don't have to stick to the recipe. You can get a little creative. Delicious. That's what we want. It's a little sweet and it's a little powerful from that thyme. Okay, so let's get this mixed up. So let me just get a nice bowl for this and we'll put it together, put some dressing on it. We are ready to go. It's always smart to clean up as you go. Everything feels in control. So I've got some prepped for the refrigerator. So that's ready to go for me to enjoy either lunch or dinner. What you can add to it, I always have these available, or different onion options here. So a little bit of the green onion, scallion here, or you can put in some red onion. I love both. I love raw onions. So just depends. But those will give you more nutrients that are perfect for the liver. And here's the dressing. I love to have these little jars, so get yourself a nice collection of wide mouth little jars. This is perfect, you see, to fit in here. This used to be a yogurt brand, Kulina, before they sold out, and now they're in the typical more plastic ones. I don't even buy them anymore. I make my own, plus I buy the brand called Cocoyo. All right, here, let's get, want to get a little stir. I added a few more pecans to the top, a nice sweet nut, a little bit of crunch. It's going to go so nicely with that peppery brightness. And so I'm going to enjoy this after I take a picture for you. If you want to sprinkle some more fresh thyme on this would be perfect. So it doesn't need too much. Now, there you go. You've got a little bit of fresh dressing to utilize and keep it in the freezer, in the refrigerator. And more snackable radishes. Just give this a nice little toss. A little bit of lemon pepper on top of this or cracked black pepper. Perfect. There you go. A nice liver reset protective salad. I hope this inspires you to get more radishes into your body, protect your heart, protect and nourish your liver, help it do its job. It is the most important organ as far as your immune system and for disease prevention. Okay, guys. Welcome again, and thanks for stopping by and staying to the end. Please give me a thumbs up if you love what I do here. I just really have a passion to get people back into the kitchen and know how much power you have over your health. And it starts right here.